To protect its legitimacy, it's essential that the European Union addresses the perception that it's insufficiently democratic. Now, this perception, in my view, is only partially justified. There are no other comparable institutions in global politics which are not state-based, which have as many democratic mechanisms as the EU, including, of course, a directly elected parliament, but also some very innovative mechanisms like the European Citizens' Initiative. But there are two core problems with democracy in the European Union. First, EU decision-making is highly consensus-based. That's necessary in an entity like the EU because the interests of the member states need to be balanced with each other and with the common European interest. But consensus-based decisions often will be made behind closed doors because that's the only way to find a compromise. And in the EU, that means that many of the crucial decisions are made in a way that cannot be directly observed by the citizens and where it's difficult for the citizens to exercise accountability. Secondly, many citizens see the EU as impossible to understand, too complicated, and they feel that they don't really get how this political system works. This is in part a result of this consensus-based decision-making process, but it's a huge problem for democracy in the European Union because citizens who feel that they don't understand an entity that exercises power over them will feel, first of all, that the entity is illegitimate and undemocratic, and secondly, they will feel that they cannot meaningfully participate in the EU's existing democratic mechanisms. So from that, in my view, the core challenges for the EU in terms of democracy can be defined. We have to ask, is it possible to simplify the EU's decision-making procedures, or would that result in a situation where large parts of the citizenry or some of the member states feel that their interests aren't taken into account? If it's not possible to simplify decision-making, can we at least make the processes of consensus formation more transparent and more accessible? And most importantly, perhaps, how can we better inform the citizens about how the European Union works? How can we counteract this perception that many people have that they don't understand the European Union?